Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. This video is going to provide a ton of value to you. I think this is going to help your trading. If you're looking for, a video that, is going to feed your attention span, see some quick profits, whatever, this isn't that type of video. This is a video that I think will provide a ton of value and help you. It's going to be a raw, organic sit-down video talking about some topics that I think is going to enhance your trading and ultimately help rewire your brain. Okay, so this is coming from my experience over the last 5 years. This is something that has helped transform my trading completely and just overall my life. So what you need to understand, if you're new to this journey, maybe you're a couple years in, this is going to take time. And if you're looking at this to be, a get rich quick scheme, that is just not what this is. And so many traders get into this game. They see something on social media and they just ultimately want to get it right away. They want those microwavable results. And they look at trading like it's something that can just happen overnight. They see me make a couple $1,000s. They see some people make $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 in a day, and they want to just do that right away. When in reality, that is just not how this works. So right off the bat, you need to prepare yourself for the long run and think of it like university degree. I've touched on this before. When you go to university for 4 years, you're not after 1 or 2 years giving up because you don't have that degree yet. You know it's going to take 4 years. So just go into trading with that exact same mindset and you're going to find success. Understand that social media is a toxic place, okay? And this is something that has helped transform my trading, transform my life massively over the last month, 2 months. I deleted social media. So I deleted Instagram. I deleted my personal Instagram. It's still up there, but I just don't have the app. And I have my RM Trading Instagram that I only go on the computer, or I'll download it unless I absolutely need something. But the point is, stop consuming. Stop consuming content. Stop comparing yourself to other people. It's insane how much that negatively affects your trading and just overall life. How many times have you watching this video, have you maybe had a bad trading day and you check social media and you see someone had a good one and it ultimately makes you feel upset when in reality you were just following your plan. You have no idea if that person was following their plan. You have no idea how many losses they took. It's hard to believe the social media stuff. You got people flipping $100 into apparently, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like, you never know what to believe. And if you're following the wrong people in this space, it can be extremely detrimental. And that doesn't even just go for trading. Like, if you're following people and they're making you feel insecure, you're following people and they're maybe not bringing out the best in you, they're making you feel like you're not enough, then you need to unfollow those people. You have to. It is insanely important to audit your life, audit the people you are following on social media. And I love YouTube. The reason I love YouTube is because we have a choice. We're typing in things and the algorithm, a lot of the time, for me anyway, is based on educational content. So podcasts, stuff like that. Whereas Instagram, I could open that up and just get pelted with a bunch of stuff that's just nonsense. And Twitter, I don't have Twitter. Thankfully, I don't have Twitter. I think that app is even more toxic because you just end up seeing things you don't want to see. And ultimately, it affects your brain. It affects your trading. Let me take a minute to talk about one of the best new prop firms in the industry, Think Capital. Think Markets, a fully regulated broker, has entered the prop space. This is huge for us traders. With over 15 years of broker experience and regulation, this gives us another prop firm we can trust. We can trade right from TradingView, or you can use the classic MT5 with up to $300K in max allocation, and they also offer to US clients. I know this is amazing news to my American trader friends. You can even withdraw your profits right to your Think Markets broker account. If you use the code RMTrading, you will get 15% off any challenge. Please make sure you sign up and create an account, then at checkout the code will work. The code is also case sensitive, so make sure you type it in exactly how it is shown. Let's get back to the video. Of course, there are going to be people who motivate you. And if you do follow some people who motivate you and make you want to be a better trader, maybe they do inspire you, maybe I inspire you, then of course continue to follow those people. But just audit yourself. And for me anyway, I hate social media. I hate Instagram with a passion. The only reason I haven't deleted my account is because then the fake Max would just overrun Instagram. At least I'm verified on there and I have, a main account that people can see the real Mac Gray. But if I didn't have that, there would just be a million fake Macs running around. So that's the only reason why I even have that account, because I found myself slipping into the habit of trying to impress other people, trying to impress people that I don't even know. But those are two big ones so far, okay? So understand this is gonna take time. This is not a get rich quick scheme, okay? A little tongue twister there. I messed that up like 8 times. And stay off social media as much as you can. Like, quit being a consumer. The next one is read books on philosophy. This is something I did so much when I first started trading for the first 2, 3, 4 years. Then I took a little bit of a break and I kind of fell into the trap of consuming a bit. And I just wasn't elevating myself anymore, which ultimately impacts your trading and impacts your life. And I'm going to touch on this later on in the video. But read books on philosophy. Become a stoic. Stoicism is something that has changed my life drastically. And stoicism is all about looking at every event as just an event. And we essentially label things good or bad. You know, you have a trading day, right? At the end of the day, it's just a trading day. Based on your performance, you're the one who labels it bad or good. And that goes for anything in life. If something happens, we are the ones who label it as a good or bad experience. It's just an experience. It's just something happening. And that's like a stoic way of seeing things that has honestly helped me so much, because I don't look at any given situation as good or bad. I just look at it for what it is, an event, something, a memory in my life. You know, you could have a bad trading day, in air quotes, and it be a good one. You know what I mean? Like, we are the ones who dictate what's good or bad. So just remember that. Not only will stoicism or reading books on philosophy help you grow as a trader, but it's going to help you grow as a person. And as a result, the better person we become, the more elevated we become in our learning and just our overall day to day, enhances our performance on the chart. It is all connected. It's absolutely all connected. Your mind is going to expand and you're going to be able to tame your ego. You need to get away from the ego. The ego is what prevents us from taking risks because we're worried about what other people might think. We literally become worried about what people think when they don't even care about us. Most of the time, they're not even thinking about us. Or you're afraid to take that risk because you're afraid what your mom or dad might say, or your friends. Like, it's a joke. It's a joke when you really think about it, because it's your life. You're the one who has to either live with that consequence of taking the risk or live with the regret of not taking the risk. You know, either one is a risk in itself. Not taking action is a risk, right? You have to think about it that way. Our ego can get inflated when things start to go well. You know, say you're on a winning streak. Your ego is getting bigger. You think you're all that. You think you can't lose. And then what happens? You get humbled. This is something that happened to me, especially within the last year or so. I started making some more money and I started buying dumb things because my ego was saying, buy this, buy this. You always wanted this, or this would look cool, or you'd look cool in public. You know what I mean? Like, I'll admit that right now. I bought stupid stuff because I was listening to my ego and I literally thought it was going to make me happy. You know, designer stuff is just brutal. I mean, unless you actually like what you're buying, but most of the designer stuff is just a joke, right? You're buying it to have status when you're out and about, you know? So unless there's a goal there, don't buy the dumb stuff. And yeah, it's amazing what can happen if you tame your ego. I'm reading a book right now by Ryan Holiday. It is phenomenal. I'll pop it up on the screen right now. This book has helped me so much. There's a 3-part series to these books. I think it came like this on Amazon, but I'll pop them up here and you have to go check these out, because I promise you, they have changed my life already. Like, they truly have changed my life already. But yeah, it's just amazing what the ego can do, good or bad. And it affects our trading. It affects our everyday life. This happened to me back when I started trading, and it affected me immensely, honestly, extremely severely in a negative way. There was a time in trading, I'm sure a lot of you have seen this as well. There was a company preaching 1 to 400s, and they had Instagram ads running them up, and I would see it all the time, 1 to 400 trades, right? And at this time, I was struggling to find consistency in the market. And when I'm seeing these 1 to 400 trades on social media all the time, I start thinking that, damn, anything less than a 1 to 10, 1 to 15, 1 to 5 is brutal. You're not even a good trader. It took me so long to get out of that and understand that 1 to 2 is great, 1 to 3 is amazing, and 1 to 4 is phenomenal. And that's coming to terms with the ego. That's beating down the ego and saying, whoa, 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 this is actually good. Forget what the standards on Instagram are, or the marketers on Instagram are. A 1 to 2, a 1 to 3, a 1 to 4 is phenomenal, right? And it took me so long to know that. Seriously, guys, it took me so long. I used to chase 1 to 10s because I thought that was the standard. And if I didn't do that, I wasn't a good trader, because those risk to reward tools on the charts on Instagram look sexy to people, right? Whereas your 1 to 2, 1 to 3, no one really cares. And it's just so funny how if you just get rid of the ego and realize, damn, this is great, you're going to perform better in trading. It's just a fact. You have to detach yourself from any outcome that you're faced with. This goes back to that stoicism way of life that I was talking about. You can't be attached to anything because it's just an event. You can't be attached to each singular trade. You literally have to go into each trading day fresh. Anything that happens, happens. It is what it is. You can journal and move on. With our profession, we get to look at the charts Monday to Friday. And if we have a bad week, guess what? Monday comes around again and you get to try again. If you have a bad quarter, there's another one coming. If you have a bad year, another year is following you. You know what I mean? There's so many chances to reset and redo and learn from the mistakes we make, right? If you're attached to each singular outcome of a trade, you're going to be upset when you lose, when in reality, we have no control over what trade is going to win or what trade is going to lose. We literally have no control over that. It's random outcomes at the end of the day. It's a game of probabilities. So if you're super high on your wins and you're super low on your losses, that's just not a fun time. You know what I mean? And it's easier said than done. This is going to take time. I've been there. I don't do it anymore. I literally am just, it is what it is. If I win this trade, I lose this trade, I don't care. This was a great trade to my plan and I move on. And this way of thinking has helped me immensely in my trading. And it's helped me in my overall life. I just go on each day being the best version of me that I can, the best Mac. And if great things happen, great. If things that, some people would say are wrong or bad things happen, it is what it is. We're learning from it. We grow and we become better. We become 1% better every single day. You guys know this. So detach yourself from the outcome, not just in trading, in life. If you're selfish, egotistical, and lazy, it's going to show in your trading performance. It's going to show in the opportunities that come your way in life, because how you do one thing is literally how you do everything. I love this quote so much. Be your best at every single thing you have to do, even if it's something that you don't want to do. Maybe you're on your journey right now to becoming a full-time trader and you have your crappy 9-to-5 job you don't like. Do a great job at that job because it's going to translate over. And if you put in practice how you do one thing is how you do everything, you are going to succeed at no matter what you do. If you're just there half-assing it and not putting effort in, when it comes to becoming a full-time trader, you got to put that effort in. Those practices should already be instilled in you from your prior work experience, from doing the things you don't want to do. Operate each day in a sense of gratitude. Every single day you wake up, what are some things you are grateful for? You have to think about this. Every single morning I wake up in the morning, I think about, a couple of things that I'm grateful for. The people in my life, my friends, my family, my fiance, the opportunity I have to go look at the markets, to use Wi-Fi, to have a laptop. If you're watching this video, you already have an opportunity to succeed. Most likely you're watching this on a cell phone or a laptop. You have Wi-Fi, you can look at charts. Everything is there for us to succeed. You just have to do it. And when I operate in a state of gratitude, I'm just extremely grateful and I'm operating in a frequency where opportunity is going to find me. If I walk around on a day-to-day basis scarce and I have a scarcity mindset, I'm scared to invest in things, I'm scared about losing money, this or that, what do you think is going to happen? Money isn't going to come to me. But if you operate in a state of gratitude and you're grateful for what you have, God is going to continue to bring opportunities your way. And if nothing happens, guess what? You're grateful. You're grateful for everything you have while you work towards things that you don't. And if you don't achieve those things, it's okay because you're grateful for where you are and the experiences you gain and the people you met and the opportunities that did come your way, right? So make sure you're operating each day in a state of gratitude. Every single time I take a trade, I say I'm grateful for the opportunity. Because I have no control over what wins and what doesn't, I'm just grateful that the market presented my entry model, right? That's all we can ask for at the end of the day. Our entry model, our trading plan, the opportunities in life, on the markets, off of the charts, it doesn't matter. Operate in a state of gratitude. This is going to help rewire your brain, help rewire your trading. Because you got to remember, happiness is a choice. If you're not happy in the situation you're in now, you're not going to be happy in the next one. It's not a destination. And this is something that I learned quickly. Each time I would level up my lifestyle or level up my apartment or whatever, if I wasn't content or happy with where I was, the next one wasn't going to make me happy, and it didn't. Choosing to be happy, it's so easy when you just bring yourself back to gratitude. Whenever I'm upset that I'm not where I want to be yet, I just think to myself, Mac, look where you were last year. Look where you were 3 years ago, And I just think back to how grateful I am, and I just it just brings everything home. It makes me feel so good. It brings me right back to the present moment, and I can get on with chasing my next goals. If we are doing everything we need to do on and off the charts, we are going to progress. And Tony Robbins says progress equals happiness. It is so true. If you're showing up each day, you're back testing, you're forward testing, you're journaling, you're going over your winners, you're going over your losers, you're educating yourself, you are going to succeed in trading. It's just going to take time. You just have to stay in the game long enough at the end of the day. You can't go into it with the mindset that I'm going to do this by this date. You have to just go into it, do the things you need to do every single day, and you're going to get there. You're going to progress over and over and over again each week. On weeks that you have a down trading week, guess what? You still progress because you still stuck to your plan. You still journaled, you still did everything. But if you're just going into each day completely on autopilot, you have no goals, you're not journaling, you're not going over your trades, you're not back testing, you're not taking trades to plan, then I don't think you're going to find success, because time in the markets is important. Gaining the experience and looking at the charts is important. But if you're not doing the things you need to do on and off the charts to get there, you are not going to find success. You're just going to continue to repeat the same mistakes over and over and over again. And it's not a mistake if you continue to make it, right? Mistakes need to be learned from. And by doing all of the things that I listed there, you are going to change your trading and you're going to change your life for the better. Think in years, not days, okay? So think long term, not instant gratification. Think, if I do these things each day, by next year, by the year after, I will be a lot better. Not, if I do these things, I want to be fully funded next month. You know what I mean? Like, you have to put the time in. You have to do the things you need to do. The situation you are in right now is a result of the consequences and choices you made or experienced over the last couple of years. Like, where you are right now watching this video in your life is because of decisions you made years ago. There's a delay, okay, by a few years. So in order to get to where you want to be, you have to do the things now. You have to do the things tomorrow, next week. You know what I mean? It's not just going to be right away. So just think like that. Every single second you have throughout the day is precious. And if you aren't using it to your advantage, then most likely you're going to be in the same spot next year. I feel so sorry for the people that I know that every year on New Year's are celebrating the same thing that did nothing with the same people, doing it all over again, and then their life is on a complete loop and they never actually grow. Like, you have to do better. You have to be better in order to have a better life. Stop drinking alcohol and smoking weed. This is a big one. I never was a weed guy, but I quit drinking alcohol in December. We're buzzing along. And ever since I stopped drinking, it's insane how much has changed in my life. Stop going out to these parties. You're going to quickly realize that they don't matter. The people you are afraid of, losing or missing out on because of the parties, etc., while you stay in on the weekend and grind, trust me, they're not even going to be your friends. And that's the hard truth. Only a few of the people, if you stop drinking and stop partying, are still going to stick around, because you quickly realize that the only thing you had in common with these people is drinking. That's a cold, hard truth, and I promise you, you will see it. Not only will you perform better on the charts, but you will just perform better on a day-to-day basis. I wake up every single weekend, every single day, amazing in the morning, ready to do work. No longer am I letting hangovers get in the way of, working or progressing. It's not even funny how much more time I have back. Think about it this way. If you're drinking every single weekend and you're hungover all day Saturday, all day Sunday, that's 2 days every single week that you are literally not doing anything. Think of how much that adds up over a year. I'm not a math guy, so I can't tell you, but you can do the math yourself. It's crazy, right? And when you hear that stat, hopefully you're not sitting there like, oh, Mac, screw you, man. I want to go out and party with the boys or the girls. It is what it is. But in order to get to where you want to be, you have to sacrifice things. You have to. You also realize quick that you don't miss out on anything. So when I was doing my trading journey at the beginning, I cut everyone off and just grinded for a couple of years. I didn't go out, nothing, right? Nothing. You don't miss anything. You run into those people again and it's like, oh, hey, man. It's like nothing changes. Literally nothing changes for them, but everything changed for you. So stop that stuff. Stop poisoning your body. Alcohol is poison, weed's poison, all that's poison. You can agree with me, disagree, it doesn't matter. Facts are facts. Your body's a temple. So why poison the only one you have? Think about what you're putting in your body. It's going to help your brain. It's going to help your body, which as a result is going to rewire your brain, help you on the charts, help you live a better life. So cut the poison. Your network is your net worth, okay? So you are a total of the 5 people you hang out with. I believe this completely. If you are hanging out with people that are not bettering you and are bringing you down, then you have the wrong friends, my friend. You have to get rid of those people. I don't care if they've been around forever. They are stunting your growth. They are hindering your growth. When I cut people off, life brings in people who are exactly who I am now and striving to be. That's just how it works. You may go through, a lonely period, and that's okay. That happens sometimes. But if you simply are on your grind, life will bring people in on the same one. I have some amazing trader friends now, some of my best friends. And at a point in my life, I had nobody because I was just grinding, and I had my fiance. But people come around that are on the same mission as you. And it's extremely important to hang around with winners, because if all you're doing is hanging out with losers, then let me tell you, you're going to be a loser. That's just the reality of it. Again, you can agree with me, disagree. I really don't care. I'm just telling you how it is. Pay attention to how happy people are when you win. You can see it on their faces. This is how to tell from a loser friend or a winning friend. If you tell them good news, you crushed a trade or this or that, and you see a smug on their face, or you tell them you took this opportunity or your goals are this or this or this, and you see it on their face that they don't believe in you or they're bringing it down, cut those people. It is insane how bad they are for you. Get rid of those toxic people, and you will find better friends, I promise. Holding on to people who no longer help you grow is one of the biggest things that can affect your trading and affect your overall life. But it's amazing what happens to your trading results when you have great people around you and you're just a happier, better person. I have some friends that literally inspire me every single day with trading. And then I know that I inspire a bunch of my other friends with trading. So it's literally the coolest thing when you have people who are where you want to be, who are motivating you every single day. Don't be the smartest person in the room. Now remember, how you do one thing is how you do everything. If you take into account what I talked about today in this kind of raw video, I hope it helps change your life, because these are all things that have truly changed my life as a trader, as an individual, and I'm super, super grateful. So I hope you enjoyed this long video, this long format. If this is something you want to see me do ever so often, please let me know. I gladly will. And what do I say at the end of every single video? Let's be 1% better every single day. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you in the next one.